Hey Martin, we're going to go and break down your straighters to see what we can do to make them slightly better. I see you're landing with your weight over your heels and it's not really happening to you on spins, so we'll go watch the video, see what we can change to help you really get this dialed in. The first thing I want to point out is your in-run and takeoff really good. You're attacking with confidence and speed, what we want to see when hitting a jump. You want to be looking like you're taking control of it. So this means you're not doing any last-minute speed checks, you're getting a straight line and you're holding it. The few little things that you can go and tweak here to make it better, because it's a really good form. I don't want to understress that. You're really close to being dialed in. The first thing is you're squatting down a little bit more than you need to. When you squat down this much, it makes it so when you pop up, you don't fully utilize your legs, because no human's legs have enough strength to generate from a fully squatted position to a jumping position with power the whole way through. So just go and lessen this bend in your legs ever so slightly. Around here should be your maximum bend of legs. So you can see the difference between here versus here. It's not very much, but this slight difference of this versus that will go and give you a lot more power and also make your timing easier to control, because you have less of a range of motion that you're hitting with the timing. And the biggest part that I think is messing up your takeoffs here is letting your chest open a bit. See how your arms are sort of, I don't know why that happened. One sec, let me just rewind. See how your arms are coming and not fully in line with your body? You're sort of like this, sort of going T off the jump. This is a great indication that your chest is opening off the jump. What you want is for your arms to be camouflaged with your body. So your back arm camouflaged behind your body, your front arm camouflaged. Keeping it closed off will give you a bit more control in the air, because right now I think this is causing a little bit of instability in your airs. So that is the biggest thing I'd fix about your takeoff, because other than that, it's really good. You're getting a nice leaving off the tail, making contact the whole way. One thing I am noticing here is you're sort of holding the fully extended position for a while. So see how you're going and lifting yourself up, but as soon as you start riding off the jump, you hold this position for a few frames. So see how your legs aren't going any more up, but you're still on the jump? This is telling me that you're not fully utilizing your range of motion when hitting the jump, because ideally your snap has you making contact with the snow and making motion with the snow until you snap off the end. Because if you fully finish your extend up, but you're still traveling up the jump and off the jump for a little bit of time, that means that you're not really getting that pop out of your legs, because you've already went up and then you leave off the jump. You see, you're missing that snap. So I think you might be slightly early of extending, and that's causing you to need to hold this open, tall position, not giving you that pop off the jump, making it more of a coast, what isn't going to go and put you into a jump. So you're doing all the right motions, but you're going and squatting down a little bit too much. You're going and opening your chest just a little bit, and then you're popping a little bit too soon. So you're not fully utilizing the momentum you're generating with your legs, and instead it's more like a coast. And then in the air here, your biggest problem is you're just reaching for the grab too soon. What happens when you nose grab too soon is you go and shift your weight backwards over your back foot. So you can then, fight it, but then you're spending your time in the air fighting instead of just controlling. So that, combined with not getting the absolute perfect takeoff, will make it really hard to come into the landing smooth and consistent. Where if you go and wait to grab, you'll pop up, flatten, then bring it up, putting on that proper arc, helping you get into the landing. That's a very small one, but delaying your grab there and making sure that you're fully arced up before pulling in the grab will really help your straight airs, because you can see you need to do a little arm flail to go and rebalance yourself, get yourself back into that landing, and that's where it's coming from. And then the slight angle and approach where you're coming here, that's because you're landing a little bit across the jump. That's because you had your upper body not completely tall and extended off the takeoff. If we go and look at this, your weight is slightly set over your toe edge because of your upper body. This is what's causing that little bit of drift, making you come into the landing heel heavy, because you're going and popping up, drifting, boom, heel heavy. So if you actually wanted to land here with that little bit of drift, you would have to slightly shift your board to be angled downhill. Not so much that you're catch, but you're going and angling your board all the way back this way towards the center, where you would need to either like match it or go slightly with it because you had that little bit of drift. And I think that's where the main part of this heel edge heavy landing is coming from. You're doing a slight bit of drift, and then you're changing your board landing angle back to the center of the jump. So you need to either go with that angle or remove the drift in the first place. But it's looking really good. You're attacking with confidence. You're powering through it. You look confident on your board. Make these slight changes and it will really help. And then we just got a 50-50 here. And not much to say about this. It's a good 50-50, little wally on the front. Keeping that squared stacked position. Popping out with a little tail tap. Super proper. I couldn't help but notice you did land a little bit heel heavy. And I'm actually seeing the same thing here. So see how when you're landing, you're shifting with your upper body and being on an angle. Oh, 1 sec, it's not liking my marker today. Okay. So see how when you land, does that have a marker? Oh my God. Okay. For some reason, this YouTube video is not being nice, but we should have it now. Okay. There. This is the frame I want. See how when you land, your board's on an angle like this, instead of being straight off the jump. This is what's giving you the cause of feeling like you're landing heel heavy, because you're landing on that angle even though your momentum's going straight. So because you're landing like this, you're going to have to go and dig in your edge and continue the momentum down, instead of being able to continue it this way over your toe edge. So that's what we're seeing in the landing here, and that's a bit of what we're actually seeing off a jump. The reason why that's happening is you're slightly opening your chest off the takeoff. What is the same thing we're seeing on the jump. Just right here, you can see that your hips and everything's leaned slightly opened towards the left. So that's why you're landing heels off this rail here. Just go, try get it more straight, and if you do get the angle, you got to go and preemptively match the angle and plan for it. But it's looking really good, man. Super impressive. Just keep at it, make those changes, and they should fix that heel edge heavy landing.